Hello guys, Unoraptormon here. Welcome back to the Cat Lady. Like I said, I'm gonna try keep these at about 30 minutes. So, storage room, employees only. All right, and crap.
And you must be Susan Ashworth.
Well, perhaps I am.
Do you mind if I ask you where you're heading to?
I was just going for a little walk, stretch my legs, get some fresh air. Give it a rest. I'm not going anywhere.
Miss Ashworth, please relax. There's been a mistake. You have been prescribed wrong medication.
No
I
shit.
apologize sincerely on behalf of my team and the hospital, but luckily we managed to spot it on time.
On time. You have no idea what I've been through.
Once again, I'm truly sorry. I promise no more drugs will be given to you. I personally guarantee you will have a good, peaceful sleep tonight, and you can be discharged in the morning.
Why can't I go tonight? I want to go now.
I'm really sorry, but we can't legally discharge suicidal patients without a full psychiatric assessment. It's too late for it now, but I promise we'll have a chat in my office first thing in the morning, okay? And then you can go home. Is that all right?
I haven't really got much choice, have I?
No, I don't think so.
Now I'd like to ask you some questions about your life, Susan. You might find them very personal, but it's important that
My
you
inhaler
answer
fell.
me as honestly as possible.
Fine. Let's get it over
Excuse
with
me.
then, shall we? I'd like to go home at last.
Of course,
Caffeine freeze,
I
Coke
understand.
Zero.
So, Susan, let's see. Are you living alone at the moment?
Wait a minute. I think it would be between the first and second one, because, yeah. So, landed with the 3 up, so going with...
I live on my own, and it suits me just fine. I don't need anyone. People mostly bore me. Sometimes they annoy me or upset me. I'm happy with how things are at the moment. I have my little bit of space, and it's my own. It's private. I'd like to keep it that way.
What do you do for a living?
So she's a former nurse. Okay, we're going with the first one.
I'm between jobs at the moment. I'll find something soon. But it's been difficult. I didn't feel that great. I felt weak and powerless and tired most of the time. I felt really awfully tired.
Typical depression symptoms. We can give you something for that. You'll feel stronger and motivated.
I admire your faith in modern medication, Doctor. I hope you're right.
Describe to me what your mornings look like. What is the first thing you do each day?
Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. It actually landed on 6. So,
I
we'll go with
put
this.
TV on so I can watch old TV shows. There's nothing really that I must do. I tend to waste time. My life feels empty. So, in a way, I keep living the life of fictional characters. I
Look, she's an RPer, just like me.
pretending I'm somebody else, someone better. Am I making any sense?
You
Makes
are,
sense to
Susan,
me.
but perhaps you are being too critical about yourself.
Well,
If
I'm
she's
just
anything
being
like me,
honest.
she's not.
Don't think much of myself right now.
Would you say that you feel safer at home than outside?
Me directly answering that, I would say I feel way safer at home. But
Not really. I don't feel that safe at all. How can you feel safe these days anyway?
fair point.
You can be living next door to a murderer who'll blow your head off for a bit of fun. Local kids have set an old man on fire the other day. They filmed him as he burned to his death. I knew this woman. She slipped on a wet bathroom floor, cracked her head open, and broke a leg. She lied there bleeding for 2 days, unable to move. By the time they found her, it was already too late.
Susan, taking risks is a part of life. What do you think is missing in your life? Or rather, what is one thing that you think would make your life better?
1, 2, 3, 4. Four it is. And considering the fact that I'll admit something now, my doctor recommended that I go see a therapist, because if you've seen my Tumblr and you've actually read my about the author page, I got some head stuff I gotta work through. And of these, for me, I would say I'd actually say the last one.
Something to fight for, you know? A reason to go on.
There's always a reason to live. Sometimes we just don't see it that clearly.
Well, Doctor, I must have gone all blind then, because I can't see any.
When I was going to commit
Have you ever attended
suicide.
group therapy for depression or some other form of counseling?
I will admit, 4 years ago, I had thought, okay, I'm going to commit suicide. I'm going to end the suffering. And looked over, and I saw my little sister sleeping there. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this in another video, but I'm mentioning it now. I saw her there and thought, how could I do this to her? What kind of example would this set for her? I'm her big sister. And so I didn't go through with it. I had a reason not to. Because I thought, oh, no one's going to miss me, no one's going to miss me, but I knew my little sister looked up to me. So what kind of message would I send if I took my life because of some asshole? And so I didn't. And 4 years later, here I am. With that said, everyone and their hamster is telling me to go see a therapist, but
No, I'm not sure it's a good idea. Especially the group therapy thing. I'd hate it.
You should
I
at
kinda
least
agree
give
with
it a go
Susan.
first, and then decide. If you don't like it, we can think of something else, yeah?
If you insist. But I doubt it'll help.
what's hilarious is
Do
leading
you
up
have problems sleeping?
But the week leading up to my doctor's appointment, everyone and their brother and hamster were saying, some things you can't, and I'm going to quote most of them. There are some things in life you can't handle by yourself. Sometimes you need to get help. And it's the last one.
Rarely. I sleep well most nights.
That's probably because of medication.
If anything, I probably sleep too much.
Would you describe for me how you feel at the moment?
Three, so middle one.
definitely better than before the accident.
Good. Hopefully you can now move on from here. With a bit of luck, you will enjoy life again. Suicide attempts often have that effect on people. Same as near-death experience. It makes you realize that you're not ready to die yet. Do you find it hard to concentrate?
By the way, I play not D&D, but Pathfinder. That is a 1.
No, not really.
Do you drink alcohol, Susan?
Sorry, I'm not even going to.
No,
That's good. Alcohol is a powerful depressant.
I never really liked drinking.
Excellent.
I don't care for
Sometimes
alcohol,
when life
but I'll admit
gets
I
too
enjoy
much
Kahlua.
and people feel sad or
But it
upset,
has to
they
be
think
mixed with
about
Coke.
suicide.
I have
Do
no
you
alcohol
often
in that
think
right now, by
about
the way. I just
suicide?
have that. I'm gonna roll. Last one.
Yes, I think about it often. But now, I know I can't do it. Still, it won't just go away that easily. I need more time. I need to think it through. I need to find my peace with the world, I
Family
guess.
means
Please,
the world to me,
in your
so
own words, try to
I
explain
kinda,
to me,
the thing
why
kinda
did
dropped
you
cold
really
turkey.
try to take your own life, Susan?
I don't think she really would be ashamed of it, so. Okay.
I wanted to show everyone how hurt I was deep inside.
That one,
Who did you want to know?
I'm not even sure now. People, I guess. Everyone. Myself. I don't really know. Please, ask me about something else.
Do you feel as if you're a burden, or that life isn't worth living?
For the longest time, I felt like I was a burden. I often felt...
Sometimes, when I feel really low, I used to think everyone would be happier without me.
I
But
thought the
guess
same thing for the
people
longest
don't
time.
really care. Besides, I live alone. Who could I be a burden to?
What makes you feel better?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 with 6 being...
My cats. I always put out a bowl of food for the stray cats. They're ever so grateful. I like their company.
What makes you feel worse?
Same thing. Actually, let's look at the choices. Considering...
People. They've let me down too many times. I don't know who to trust anymore. I only trust my cats these days.
So you say in the suicide note.
Because that's true. I've been stabbed in the back more times than I could count.
Have you imagined your funeral and how people will react to your death?
I imagined it often. I hoped people would feel guilty.
Back when it
But
was
then again,
suicidal.
probably no one would come. Mine would be one of those graves covered in weeds and dirt, stuck in the far corner of the cemetery where nobody ever goes. And sad old Susan Ashworth would get forgotten quicker than yesterday's rain. Now, when I think about it, I know that really isn't what I want.
Finally, I'd like you to tell me about Eric.
Eric?
Yes, your husband. I believe this might be important. What can you tell me about your relationship? What had happened between you two?
There's nothing to talk about.
Fine. I suppose you've opened enough for one day. Okay, one more question.
So I'm
This is
guessing her
just a
husband probably
formality,
either
but
left
I
or
have to
dead.
ask, are you going to do it again?
That's a hard one. I don't know. But hey, I've got it. The answer is no, I'm not. Thank you very much.
Excellent. We are nearly done here. There's just one more thing I must clear with you. What exactly happened last night?
Well, after I'd met you outside the ward yesterday, I went back to my room and fell asleep. I slept really well, considering what happened earlier. But then someone woke me up. It was the same nurse who was so friendly with me the first night. She said we needed to talk.
We must go, Susan. You are not safe here.
But
Please, you must follow me. Quickly.
Alright, and you
I
eyes
went
back
after
up.
her. The ward seemed very quiet. It must have been late at night.
There's so many things to
Hurry.
talk about. Just,
Wait for me. Tell me what's going on here.
I just hope my psychiatrist doesn't... I don't know what to expect, I guess.
The security guys were gone. She pointed at the corridor and said,
You go first. I'll explain everything in a minute. Susan, if we don't escape now, they're going to hurt you. Please trust me. I know a way out of here. I'll help you escape. Let's go down this corridor. I'll be right behind you.
I think I can hear someone coming.
Damn it! We can't go through there. Let's turn back, Susan. I know another way.
Alright, and waiting for the UI to come back up. Boom.
Turn left here. We can use the maintenance lift to get us out of this place.
There's a ton to talk about with the cat lady, and not an inch of it's pretty.
What are we doing on the roof? Liz,
Can't go down. Could always try up.
what the hell are you doing?
Whoa!
And why is there blood on your clothes? Liz,
It's quicker than the stairs. And besides, all the doors are locked anyway. This is the only way out of here. The only escape.
Death?
Let's both jump. It won't hurt, you'll see.
this is a bad idea. Calm down and we'll talk.
I've made up my mind. I need to end this suffering now. Besides, I have no one to live for anyway. No one ever listened to me. No one ever cared.
I listened. You're a nice girl. You have your whole life ahead of you.
You listened. Did you really?
Of course I did. You talk a lot, but I've always been a good listener. I liked talking to you.
So do you remember that story then? The one I told you the other night? The one about the woman in A&E?
We didn't get this information, but I do remember this from the playthrough I watched.
Yeah, she smoked a cigarette and burned in bed.
Okay, you have listened. Maybe you're right. Or maybe it was just a blind guess.
Technically, it would have been
But
a
I
blind
must jump
guess.
anyway. I have no choice.
Wait! Please stop and think for a second.
Did you not hear what I said? I have no choice.
Yes, you do! You can choose to come back inside with me, and we'll just forget this like it never happened, okay?
Do you remember that other thing I told you? I'm sure I told you about my flatmates. Did I tell you what one of them does for a living? I bet you don't remember that.
One of them was a stripper.
She's a stripper.
Yes. Or at least that's what I think she is. You've listened. I just wish other people did.
I'm sure they do. It can't be that bad.
What do you know? Why do you care anyway?
I don't want you to make the same mistake I did.
I thought you of all people knew how it feels. When you're trapped, and you can't trust anyone.
Look, I'm sure there must be someone who cares about you.
My colleagues don't care, my family don't care, even my fucking boyfriend never cared. He said he needed to go find himself. Did I tell you when he broke up with me?
Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's Day.
Yes. Valentine's Day.
Total ass.
You and I could have been good friends, you know. You really listened to everything I said after all. I'll be back. When you need help, I'll be there, Susan. But right now, it's time for me to let go.
No!
Damn!
After that, I went back. I tried telling people about Liz, but they all thought I was crazy again and didn't believe me.
And you were absolutely sure you saw Liz jump off this building?
You know, it doesn't matter. I just want to finish this and get some fresh air.
Susan, I know Liz well. She wouldn't do something like that. As a matter of fact, I saw her this morning. She's fine. I'd like you to come with me and see her. Say hi. Make sure she's all right.
Stop treating me like I'm crazy. Fine, I'll go. I don't even care that much anyway. The door is locked?
I plan ahead, Susan. I had a feeling in my gut, and my gut's never wrong. I feel like I really got to know you, though. I'm very sorry you've had such a difficult life. I like your green eyes and your sleek cheekbones. You're a clever girl, Susan, but the sadness has poisoned you for too long. There is no coming back from it. For what it's worth, I would have let you go if it wasn't for Liz.
He killed her! Correction. He's tried to kill her. As we know, she's got immortality, but no matter what happens, you won't die, Susan. So, what the hell? Ah, great, we're in purgatory again. Why is there an audience? Wonder what it does. Let's yank this thing. Okay. Fight or flight reflex. I've started making it so that I have a fight. Jeez.
I thought so. There are two doors leading out of this place. One of them will simply take Susan back to where she belongs. But behind the other one, there is a great reward for her. It's something she always wanted. Something she longs for every single day.
Where are those doors? I can't see them.
Just walk back to the right side of the stage. Ideally, the Susan can't miss them.
Okay. Oh, look, there's the doors.
That's Susan like my girls. I knew she would.
Ugh.
Whatever they are, tell them to stop staring.
But they are here to guide Susan. They are the guardians of the doors. They know which door she should enter to get her rewards. But there is one problem.
There's always a problem. I'm not even surprised.
True.
Which door should I go through?
I will leave that to Susan's own best judgment. But this might be her only chance to find what she had lost. Waste it. And Susan will never get it back. Susan has one question. And she can only ask one of them. She must use it wisely.
Fine, I can do that. But what's the catch?
It's very simple. One of my girls always tells the truth.
And one of them always lies. This riddle.
Always lies.
And I'm guessing you can't tell me which is which?
It's something I've forgotten myself a long time ago, Susan.
Which means it's been a
Does
while.
it really matter? What I'm questioning is all Susan needs to find the right door.
Joy. They'll point, lead me to my reward. They'll point to both doors. Same thing. I've got a feeling they don't have voices. Because one will say yes, one will say no. Same thing with that one. The other doll point me to. Because they'll point to the reward. Is the other doll a liar? Which door will the other doll point me to? They'll both point to the same door.
Which door would the other doll point me to?
Whew-wee, this is a dark, depressing game. Body finally gave out. Ugh. Hospital body bag. Ladies and gentlemen, she can't die. Hee!
You treacherous, dirty bastard. I opened my heart to you, and you stabbed me to death in cold blood. You'll pay for this. I swear you will. But this means the old woman was right. I can't die. I'm immortal. I think it's time to find out how very mortal you are, Doctor.
Piece of sharp iron bar stuck in the girl's chest. He brings his victims down here in hospital body bags. It's the suicide note I wrote. Why would he put it up on the wall? Another unlucky victim of the killer. This one looks like she's been dead for a long time. Open it up. Wasn't even locked? Well, of course. I'm not a prisoner here. He thought I was dead. You should never take things for granted, Doc. Because this might be the biggest mistake you've ever made. Oh gosh. His body is quite badly decomposed already. While real art lasts forever, Doctor's models will soon rot and fall apart. That sick man, how did he manage to hide all this madness? I guess he couldn't get a hold of an ermine, so he used this creepy baby doll instead. Ermine? I think that's an aborted baby. Something like that. Take doll's head. Probably find some use for this. Yikes. Danger. It seems this place has been closed down a long time ago. One day, when they eventually demolish it, all the evidence will get buried deep under the piles of rubble. It's Liz. But it's impossible. I spoke to her last night. I tried to stop her from jumping. And yet, here she is, stuck on a metal rod. Looked like she's been dead for a lot longer than that. What happened then? Was it just a dream? Am I really going crazy, or was she really there? Just already dead? Well, you have access to the dream realm, so I'm not surprised. Pockets are empty. I hope at least you'll find some peace in death. Flat out take it. This must be the only way out of here. Actually, there's all kinds of stuff in here. Right. Okay. It's covered in lather now. It might be useful for something, I guess. If I don't find anything else, maybe I can use this chair as a weapon? Okay. I'm gonna be sick. Oh my god. I've seen something like this before. The living paintings. Except this here is a dead body suspended on wires and tied to a chair. Sick bastard. Parasite.
You're gonna pay for this, you bastard.
No need. Fake skeleton had probably been used for teaching before it ended up here. Bolt. I'm taking whatever I can find at this point. Doc probably considers himself quite an artist. Yes. So... Not quite sure what to do with it. The bolt needs to be secured in place, otherwise it will all just fall apart. Okay. Turn to room. So I need something. So it'll be this way. I see a glow. Oh my gosh. I see a glowy thing. Another poor victim of the mad doctor. There's something shiny on one of her fingers. It's a nut. Metal nut is stuck on her finger like a ring. I could pull it off if the finger wasn't so swollen and stiff. This is why we have wet soap. Her limp body is positioned in the exact same way as the painting. Seems the killer used wire to keep her head tilted to the side. Jeez. Fucking sicko. Now I just need to tighten that nut using some tool. Oh, crackers. Alright, let's see what we can find. Actually gonna go back and get the chair. Oh, that fell apart. Lucky I didn't sit in it. Still, this wooden leg might be of some use. Just needs a little bit of an edge to it. I need a wrench. Let's open it quietly. I agree. I'm getting angrier the longer I'm here. Weapons complete. I suppose it's time to go see the doctor. Oh wait, what about this other stuff? Quite sure what to do with it. I see. If I hadn't found... I should secure the top of the weapon now so the saw stays in place when I use it. That's it. I can take it now. So, do I go Mace Windu or do I pull a Zaldin? I am not that great at puns. Let me check the time. Okay, so I think I'll end the episode after I kill the bastard.
I don't need eyes to enjoy your fear. Scream louder, little bitch. Scream your lungs out. Louder, I said. Yes, this is by far my favorite of songs.
I think it's a nurse.
Would you like me to dance for you? Unlike you, I know all art needs to be appreciated. Your scream is like a poem without
You are
words.
fucking sick. He's wearing a mask and a blindfold. He's convinced I'm dead and no one knows about this place. Well, looks like you just made a big mistake, you arrogant asshole.
Your body, an instrument. I never thought you had it in you, and yet you make every fiber in my body tremble with excitement. Your body will forever be admired by those like me who understand the only pure and true form of art.
I'm getting angrier and angrier by the second. How am I going to kill the bastard? I wouldn't stand a chance he'd just kill me again. I need a weapon. I think use the spear because that's what killed Liz. Going with the Bugs Bunny
What's up,
reference.
Doc?
Oh, right through the neck. Finally got what he deserved. Hope he rots in hell.
Thank you. Thank you so much. He would have killed me. Like the others. The animal. You gave him what he deserved. Who are you?
They call me the cat lady. Now get out of here. Call the police. I'm going home.
Whew. Well, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Unoraptormon signing out.